On June 11th, the U.S. president declared an imminent, high-intensity strike on Iran, explicitly threatening to neutralize its air defenses and naval capacity overnight. Global stock markets plunged as the world braced for war. These cascading red numbers across international trading floors reflected a sudden, tangible financial panic. Then, just hours later, a single tweet signaled a total reversal. The planned military operation was abruptly canceled before the first missile could be launched. The administration justified the backtrack by claiming a breakthrough in discussions, citing an approved deal in principle with the leadership in Tehran. But while U.S. media outlets reported that the threat of war had passed, the Iranian government remained completely silent, offering no confirmation that any such deal actually existed. This creates a dangerous precedent. We're witnessing a superpower broadcast a specific diplomatic narrative that is entirely unconfirmed by the other side, leaving a massive gap between official claims and the reality on the ground. The administration's national television appearances throughout the crisis provide a detailed look at how this official narrative was constructed. In one broadcast, the president hypothesized that Iran would soon wave a white flag and surrender, a scenario that ignores the historically hardline and uncompromising posture of the Iranian leadership. That confusion extended to the regional players themselves. The administration praised Pakistan's General Asim Munir, inaccurately referring to him as a field marshal while discussing the terms of the Iranian crisis. These statements were punctuated by threats of a total economic seizure, specifically targeting the dense oil and gas infrastructure on Iran's Karg Island. The official diplomatic narrative was a chaotic illusion, a mixture of hypothetical surrenders and misidentified foreign leaders that remained detached from the actual geopolitical facts. While Washington broadcasted messages of peace deals and surrender, the physical situation at the maritime borders told a different story. A strict naval blockade remained in full force. Massive civilian oil tankers were actively intercepted and hit while navigating international waters. The U.S. military deployed advanced weaponry, including Hellfire missiles, to carry out these precise strikes against commercial shipping targets. These attacks resulted in more than just cargo loss. Unarmed civilian sailors from India were killed during these maritime operations. This is the ultimate consequence of the reality gap. Even as the administration signaled a diplomatic breakthrough, the physical conflict continued to produce actual burning ships and human casualties. With global trade under attack and civilian sailors dead, the crisis should have triggered an immediate intervention from the United Nations. The UN's response was characterized by a distinct paralysis. While the organization publicly condemned the deaths of the Indian sailors, it pointedly refused to name the United States as the party responsible for the strikes. If a smaller nation were conducting lethal strikes on international shipping, they would likely face immediate human rights resolutions and severe economic sanctions. The immense financial leverage the U.S. holds as the UN's primary contributor creates a systemic barrier to impartial arbitration. This financial dependency effectively neutralizes the Security Council, ensuring no punitive measures can move forward against their largest donor. The empty seats of the Security Council represent a total institutional paralysis. It is a world where geopolitical weight dictates who is held accountable and who is not. The Iranian crisis reveals a dangerous evolution in global power. When a superpower can publicly claim a completely finalized peace deal while its missiles are still actively hitting civilian targets and the world's primary watchdog remains silent, the international system for maintaining peace has failed.